Just got in, just came in through the door. So hopefully it's still early enough for my East Coast folks to jump on because I want to have a little bit of a conversation tonight based off of not only a comment that I received today, but also based on some of the last few videos that I've seen with regards to this trend of people selling off their retro video games, which I think at this point, it's not new. What's going on, Sunset Liquid? At this point, I don't think people selling their retro video game collections is new. I think that that's something that has been going on for probably the last 3 years or so. I think just within the last 2 years, we've seen some pretty, well, probably the last 2 to 3 years, we've seen some notable figures on YouTube sell their collections. We saw RGT85 sell his collection to Phoenix Resale. He was probably like the biggest that I've seen as far as like a content creator in the retro gaming space. He's probably one of the biggest content creators that I've seen sell the bulk of their collection. Then there was Gamer's Manual. I know Gamer's Manual. He sold his entire collection of Pure Heat. I mean, that guy had Pure Heat, and he sold that off not to Phoenix. I think he sold his collection off to Chase after the right price. Then you had another dude. I don't think he's as big as like a I don't think he's as popular, but he's got a decent sized channel and I know he goes to all the conventions and he's cool with like that whole like YouTube gaming community. I know he kind of connects with them a lot whenever he goes to all the conventions. I think his page now is or his YouTube channel is called Destination Switch. I remember he sold off his entire I think just his whole Nintendo collection. He sold that off to Phoenix Resale. So I guess my question is everyone still selling their collection in 2026? And does that mean that now is the time to buy? Does everyone selling their collection mean that over this next year, it's going to be a good time for you to jump in and buy all the games that you have not had a chance to buy? It's a comment that I've been getting on a lot of, my, content. I've seen a lot of people say this on other people's content where they're just basically talking about how a lot of people are selling. And I want to know, I'm doing this live. I tried to do it as early as possible, but I'm doing this live to get some feedback live. I'd like to have the discussion to see if this is something that's really happening, because if it is, then obviously that's a good thing for anyone who's looking to collect or rebuild their collection like me. And also, what does that mean for prices? Does that mean prices are going to drop? Because, if I'm being honest, I have not seen retro video game prices drop that much, especially for, I don't know, especially for a lot of these higher end items. They're just not dropping. I went to a retro game store today um, in Rialto, and they had a copy of Shadow of the Ninja for $100. Now, the last time I checked, I remember that being a game that I bought from GameStop's website for like 49 or $59. So to me, I'm like, when did Shadow of the Ninja become a $100 game? Like, that just didn't make sense. So this is kind of why I get a little confused when I hear people talk about how, everyone's selling and now's a good time to buy, but then I see prices still rising. So like today, I got this copy of Gunstar Heroes. If you saw my earlier video, extremely clean, complete in box copy of Gunstar Heroes for the Sega Genesis. I got this for under $60 at GameStop. So And then same thing here, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, very clean cartridge copy for the NES, also got it at GameStop. So, so far when it comes to rebuilding my collection, I've only really gotten maybe 3 games, outside of, GameStop. I've only seen that's pretty much where I'm at. So I kind of wanted to just drop this video, even if we don't have the conversation live here. I'd definitely be interested to know and hear what you guys think, what you guys have to say. Definitely drop a comment down below and let me know, is now the time to buy or is it the time to sell? Because I'm not really sure which side of the fence everyone's actually falling on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments and I'll catch you in the next one. It's the Y2K Collector. Take it easy.